I'm Dr. Isaac Jones.
And I'm Erica Jones.
And in this video, we're going to talk about the top 2 tips to de-stress. And you're watching the Elevays show, where we're all about helping you really experience more in life. So we're going to talk about how to really get into those deep states of relaxation and also de-stress from the craziness that we live in the 21st century.
Absolutely. So if you're someone that lives in our modern world, you're dealing with stress, at least on a small degree, maybe to a large degree on a regular basis. So if you've been feeling like you've got chronic stress, you feel overwhelmed, like you just can't get through your day, this video is for you. And even if you've just got little, inklings of stress here and there that you just want to get rid of, this video is for you too. So right now, I just want you to do something is to just be really self-aware and just take a minute to notice where your stress levels are at right now. Because that's the first part of all of this is acknowledging that, hey, I got some tension, I got some stress going on in my life, right?
Absolutely. And seriously, stress is nothing to mess around with. In fact, it's one of the leading causes of disease. It creates inflammation in your body. Stress literally manifests itself in our brain, in our body, as physical peptides, physical hormones and neurotransmitters that actually tell our cells to express disease pathways and depletion of energy, etc. So there's a lot of different things that stress does, but it is one of the leading causes of disease. It creates headaches, it creates difficulty sleeping. Stress creates binge eating. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of you, including myself, have been there.
You're like wolfing down almond butter.
Well, it's
years ago,
healthier than it used to be. So, but the reality is it drives arteriosclerosis. Stress can turn on. It's one of the underlying issues behind cancer formation in the body. So if you're really all about accessing high performance, which is what we're all about, accessing the highest version of yourself possible, and then preventing the diseases and disorders of the 21st century, you really want to handle stress.
Absolutely. And almost, to me, I feel like dealing with business stress is almost easier to turn off than stress related to family and the kids, because that's like a nonstop kind of a thing. We were in Florida just this past week, and I like to pack toys when we're going on trips because, the kids want things to play with. They're 1 and 3 years old. And so I brought this little, it's like a little Tonka truck that they had. And what do you know? The place that we went to had one that was exactly the same. So I'm like, this is awesome. Like, they're not going to fight over the toys. They each have one. It's just great. And so what did they do? They were fighting over who had
this one
particular Tonka. It was like broken, and they were like fighting over who had the broken Tonka truck. It was joyful, let me tell you. So,
and honestly, executives, entrepreneurs, a lot of the high performers we work with deal with a lot of stress in business.
Yes.
But moms deal with more stress from their kids. And it's like gosh. A lot of us, we retreat to business to get our kind of downtime. So, for the moms that are listening, this is, I can relate and understand the amount of challenges and stress that you deal with, and obviously Erica can as well.
And this is why I love the power nap too. I love the power nap.
Yeah, this is a good tip. This is the tip number 1.
This is a great solution to help to reduce stress and promote relaxation. So if you're just in a day, when I'm in one of those days where I'm like, I just can't take anymore. Nobody talk to me. Don't ask me for anything. I don't care if you're hungry. Just go away. This is when you need a power nap. And so what I'll do is I'll just gather my kids up, especially if they're not napping, which they're phasing out of that. I'll gather them up. We'll sit on the couch and I'll turn on one of their shows for 10-15 minutes while I doze off, and I'm able to just boost my energy. It helps me to boost my alertness, and then I feel refreshed. But the key with the power nap is you can't take it for too long, right?
I mean, yeah, you just want to do it for just a small amount of time because you can start feeling groggy if you get into that deep state of sleep. I'm a weird kind of guy where I can get into a power nap and literally fall asleep and wake up in 10 minutes and feel like amazing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people aren't like that. So, but the reality is just relaxing, putting in your earphones and listening to some meditation music, or I love the app Mindful. There's a lot of different apps out there, but there's so many little tools and technologies that you can use to kind of retreat and get yourself into a better state of relaxation. And really there's another amazing tip that we want to talk about as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that is around the fact that, one of the biggest things that creates stress in our body and our muscles, that tension you feel in your neck and your back, a lot of that is because of, just the amount of positive ions that we're being exposed to in the 21st century. You're like, what? Positive ions?
Positive ions are positive, right?
Well, they're actually negative. In fact, they are...
You're talking crazy.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'll tell you, cell phones, for instance, like this iPhone 7 Plus, the cell phones, create positive ions in your body. Computers, being around a lot of the smells in bathrooms, etc. There's positive ions everywhere in our 21st century. And really what they do is they create inflammation in our body. And so you got to think of these positive ions as almost like, free radicals, okay? And one of the best ways to combat that is to get negative ions. So how do you get negative ions?
Opposite day or something.
Yeah. So how do you get negative ions? So you think of a negative ion as an antioxidant, something that combats free radicals.
And this is important for anti-aging too, because
yes.
The antioxidants, the free radical fighters, those promote anti-aging factors in the skin, in the body, everything.
Yeah, exactly. And so, when you go out for a walk in nature, the air that you're breathing is full of negative ions. When you go for a walk on the beach, the ozone and the negative ions that are coming off of the ocean are like at a really high level. When you access the different technologies that exist, you can access negative ions. So what are some of our favorite technologies? This you can literally put on you can strap it to your seat where you're sitting, put it under your butt or on your back. It can act as like a little bit of a lumbar support as well. But this is a far infrared and near infrared little unit that shoots a bunch of negative ions into your body that can combat.
Okay. Let's translate all this. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a heating pad.
But it's a heating pad on steroids.
It's a heating pad on steroids for sure, but it's still a heating pad. So I want you to understand the function of what this does. So warm heat therapy, it really helps to promote relaxation. It can get you out of the state of tension. If you're dealing with muscle tension, especially in the low back, this is a great thing that you can actually slide onto your chair. You can lay on it. I have a little ritual, a bedtime ritual, where I lay on this underneath my back at night before bed, and that warm heat therapy really helps to put me in a state of relaxation.
But it's just so much bigger than warm heat therapy.
It is bigger than warm heat therapy.
Right. It's not just a heating mat, and what's great about it, it doesn't emit all this electro pollution.
That's true.
So, I could go into more details, but it is rock star. It's an incredible little unit to combat a lot of the stress that we're dealing with.
And it's called a Therasage.
Yeah.
You didn't even tell them what it's called.
Yeah, it's called a Therasage. You can get it actually on our store at elevays.com/store. Just go to elevays.com. But what I love about it is it relaxes the muscles as well.
Yeah, it does.
And far and near infrared technology actually helps to detox the cells of the body as well. So it's like you're getting a detox, you're getting your negative ions to combat a lot of the crappy positive ions that you're getting bombarded with in the 21st century that cause inflammation and rapid aging, and you get some major relaxation.
So what's not to love, right? So for the full list of all of the tools we love to de-stress and relax, click the link associated with this video. You can also order the Therasage there as well if you like that. And you can get access to all those details in the link.
Yeah, absolutely. We are so passionate about getting more information like this out to you. So stay tuned, sign up and subscribe at elevays.com to stay in touch with what we're doing, and click the link below this video now. Thank you so much, and I look forward to you experiencing more in every aspect of your life.